Hey everybody, it is Jinx. I am the host of Cost Talk Live, but today we are here on Mercury. Mercury is a podcast news and pop culture network. So today we are live again at Tucson Comic Con 2025 here at the Tucson Convention Center in Tucson, Arizona. If you've been watching us all day, then you know how this goes. If this is your first time watching it, hey, you can still buy your tickets and come down to Tucson Comic Con, right? You guys all agree?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. So here I am. I'm here. Oh, hey, and I see people I know all the time, as I know you ladies as well. So again, I'm Jinx, and I have with me the lovely ladies of the Tucson Steampunk Society. So I'm going to go ahead and let them do their introduction. So let's go ahead and start over here with lovely Madame Askew.
Hello, I'm Madame Askew. I'm a time-traveling seamstress and professional cheeky strumpet. I've been creating my looks for, over a quarter of a century now.
Nice.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm Mathematica, also known as Sarah Blade Creations, and I am a Chaos Gremlin. You never know.
Oh, bring your mic closer. There you go.
That better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a Chaos Gremlin, and you never really know what I'm going to be getting into. I've been creating different cosplays for about a decade now, actually.
Okay. Great.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And
And I'm Danaeus, a steampunk lady scientist and member of the Tucson Steampunk Society Board. And I've been cosplaying with steampunk for about 6 years now and doing content at various cons across the country.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. You guys do have a booth here at the convention center, is that right?
Yes.
And I know that we've seen you also up in Phoenix as well, because we are all based in Phoenix. But want to bring your mic a little closer. We have
There we
our
go.
whole
Okay.
team here behind the scenes helping us look and sound our best. So if you ever see us kind of like, we're still kind of new at this live event hosting, but if you guys have any comments, any questions, throw them in the chat. And I love when they do the announcements because they're quite loud. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. I want to know a little bit more about the Tucson Steampunk Society. When did it get started? And, what do you guys do?
Wonderful. Yeah, we've been around since 2011 or 2012. We're time travelers, so we get confused with time. And we're mostly a social organization, but we also do our utmost to help facilitate other people's cosplay adventures. So we teach workshops, we have social events, we have a sort of virtual presence in a Discord where we welcome people in to share with us about their experience and get information and resources for creating their own costumes. Some of us, like myself, teach classes online and that sort of thing. So we started out as sort of like a little baby group, and we grew a lot into a sort of maniacal organization bent on whimsy, tea time, and costumes.
All
And
right.
kindness.
Yeah, and
And
kindness.
And steampunk.
And steampunk.
Absolutely.
So I'm interested because sometimes people move into steampunk, right? They kind of transition into a different style. Maybe they start in a generic kind of costuming. So I want to hear about how you got started specifically in steampunk. Did you start somewhere else, and how did that evolve? Madam Askew?
Well, I am going to blame books. So a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, as one does, I discovered this genre of literature, like a subgenre of science fiction, where people were like in the 19th century, and there were airships, and ladies wore big frocks, and there was mad science, and they were also, punching up a lot against some of the worst parts of the 19th century, if you will.
Yes.
And I was really in love with that experience. And then I went on the internet. You may have heard of it. And I discovered that other people also liked these books and had decided to make costumes. I was like, wait, I can make costumes for this? I'm so into it. And then I was like, it'd be better is if I could do that with friends.
Of course.
And so I kind of a little bit took over a cosplay group in a bloodless coup, if you will.
I see. Okay.
Tea was involved.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
Not surprised.
Then I was like, what if we do this every month? And we have events every month, and we
cool.
meet up like several times. And so it kind of went from my love of literature, my discovery of costumes, and then I was like, let's go, let's find friends, let's go dress together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so do you have a history of costuming before that?
Yeah, before that, I was really into any time period I could get my hands on.
Okay.
So I started out with like swing dancing, if anyone remembers that, and like a little mid-century mome, as they say. I was like, big skirts, big petticoats, same vibe now, they're just bigger. And then I was like, but you know what's really fun? The Italian Renaissance. So what if I go there? So I like dabbled with Da Vinci, as one does. And I was like, but you know, the Italian Renaissance, it's nice, but also I live in the desert.
Yes.
And it's very hot. Now, I
Yes.
didn't really learn lessons if you look at my costume, but I wear less velvet, so that's nice.
And I love velvet.
Me too.
Yeah, sometimes I struggle with it, but
Right, but it's like, we're in the Sonoran Desert.
We
What are you
are.
going to do, right? Instead, I wear silk. It's actually, I'm not making better choices.
yeah, that's not that much better, is it? Yeah, so how about you?
So I initially started costuming like several years ago and kind of dabbled in steampunk at the time, and then went and did a few other things, and was part of another friend group who were cosplaying all sorts of different genres.
Okay.
But I'd always found steampunk fascinating, and like the aesthetic was really cool, and started reading more of the books, like Madame Askew, and then I became friends with the Cheeky Strumpet.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, I'm adopting you.
Okay.
Accurate.
And she's like, all right, I have found the introvert who is a chaos gremlin. You're coming with me.
Introverted chaos gremlin.
Yes.
Okay.
At these events, it is hard to believe that I am an introvert, but I definitely am.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, this is really cool, and started exploring more of it. It's like, ooh, I can mix genres here. I can do like mashups, and like, okay, this is cool. Let's run with it.
Awesome. So what is your favorite steampunk mashup?
Probably this one, actually. So this is kind of a dragon-inspired pirate mixed up with steampunk as well.
Okay.
So
there's kind of like not as many rules with steampunk. There's a
No.
couple,
you
yeah.
kind of make your own in some
Kind of
ways.
make your own.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So-
Well, how about your history?
Oh, so I come from a long lineage of geek adventures, but not much costuming since high school. But what's currently called Phoenix Fan Fusion.
Yeah.
I'd been a few years and seen these costumes. I'm like, what is that? I love it. I bought a corset dress, and it was kind of all over. And then I went to a gaming convention called RingCon here in Tucson.
Okay.
And they had a steampunk theme that year.
Oh,
and the
how
Tucson Steampunk Society was there doing make and takes and games and this thing called tea dueling. and this cheeky strumpet was here running the tea dueling.
My
And
goodness.
I may have fallen head over heels from that point forward.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little addictive.
Yeah, it is a little addictive.
Too much joy, too much fun, too much creativity. Oh,
But that is where you belong, right? Like where your
Absolutely.
heart is full. So, okay, I need to know, what is this tea dueling?
oh.
Enlighten me.
Shenanigans.
It is shenanigans. But so there's these two lovely chaps in England who were like at a museum, and they saw a sign that was like, do not do these things with tea. And they were like, well, what happens if you do them? And then they were like, but what if we turn it into a game? So Dr. Jeff and Tinker wrote up these like really elaborate arcane rules for tea dueling. And then someone picked it up in like, a show like this and took it to Dragon Con, and all the steampunks were like, ooh, tell us more. And I read an article and I was like, sounds good, I'm in. So basically, tea dueling is like chicken with a biscuit, or a cookie, as you say in the United States. So you have like really piping hot cups of tea.
Okay.
You dunk your biscuit into the tea for 5 seconds. You pull it out and you try and be the last person standing with your biscuit and to eat it last. It's very important. You have to eat the biscuit. You can't just stare at it, everyone. You must eat the biscuit. But it's chicken, and your biscuit is soggy, and it's about to like crumble on you at any moment. And then like all these rules for how you
Wait,
can
it's
lose.
a chicken biscuit?
No, it's just You know the game of chicken.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's
I'm
like,
like a chicken biscuit in your teeth
no,
Oh,
that
no.
that would be.
It's
no,
a
that's
game of
crime.
chicken.
It's a game of
Game
chicken.
of chicken.
with
Game-
biscuits.
With the biscuits.
Got
No, we use Pepperidge Farm biscuits
Oh,
here in the
oh,
United
okay.
States, but in England they use nice biscuits
Oh, right.
or Nice,
Nice
as we
biscuits.
say there. In the United States, people are like nice biscuits. I'm like, there's a town in France called Nice, but yeah, so they're very similar, and so they're like these little shortbread biscuits,
Yeah.
and they are out to betray you. Really,
Okay.
they get very soggy.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I love soggy shortbread biscuits. I do.
So delicious.
I do. Yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah, so what are you guys offering at your table today?
Oh my goodness, Danaeus, you've got to tell us
Oh.
about the the demos that
Yes,
we've been doing.
So previously we've been running a demo for something called Hamster Wars
Okay.
that we've recently developed, also from England and Steampunks, where we take something called Zuzu pets that some of us may have played with as children, little hamster toys,
Okay.
and we dress them up in steampunk attire, stick them in a frying pan that we have titled an arena, and they are battling in the hamster wars. It's delightful and so much fun, and it may be a bit like a Japanese game show or WWE announcing in the activity, but they're adorable little hamsters. So.
Yeah.
They're quite adorable.
And then this afternoon we're actually doing Western Territorial Parasol Dueling, which is
okay.
rock, paper, scissors with small parasols to settle matters of honor in the steampunk world.
So you're doing that later today?
Yes,
At
we'll
what
be doing that
time?
at 4 o'clock in our booth. And
4
again,
o'clock.
tomorrow morning, we'll be doing a panel with the full competition of
Okay.
parasol dueling.
And where is that and what time?
That is upstairs. I have to get the exact room, but in one
I
of the
got- I
panel
put you on
rooms.
the spot.
Yes,
It might
Well,
be
I should be better
201.
at this.
I don't
yes,
know.
201
around what time?
sounds right. I think it's. I have to look it up. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Check
we'll
your
have to
app.
get that. Yes, it's in the
Yes.
app. Look up this. Can you hear what she said?
What is it?
10:20 in the morning in 201.
There you go.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
101.
In
All right.
101.
10:20 in the morning, room 101.
So
It's-
Sunday,
yes.
10:20, room 101. You can catch these guys doing their panel on, what is it again?
Western Territorial Parasol Dueling, and it's open to all ages. It's a lot of fun.
Now, if you don't have your own parasol, can you still come?
Oh, we bring them for everyone. They're
Oh, they
these
provide
delightful little
parasols.
parasols just like this.
Perfect. So if you guys are interested in the parasol dueling, you don't need to bring your own parasol. Check them out 10:20 tomorrow morning in room 101.
That's it.
Awesome. Now, if I do have my own parasol, can I bring it?
You can, but we prefer the smaller
Okay.
dueling size parasols.
All right, so
the
small
large
ones
ones
only.
become a bit of a weapon for whacking people. This is a non-contact sport.
Okay,
so.
gotcha, gotcha. Now, I know a lot of people love to do mashups, like you mentioned. You know, we see it happen all the time. They do like a steampunk Mario, right? Or what kind of tips do you have for adding steampunk to an already like pop culture character that's not in steampunk?
Ooh, do you want to start with that one, my darling?
Sure. So something that I like to do is I'll try to find like reference photos of the character that I'm wanting to turn into a steampunk costume and figure out, okay, what are the key elements that make this character recognizable? And then I will pull tons of reference photos of like various steampunk outfits, things like that. Reference photos from like that general time period as well. And go, okay, what am I seeing in these reference photos that I can kind of line up with some of those key features of that character and that I can then modify to still have it be recognizable as that character, but kind of make it into something a little bit more steampunk related.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
trying to think of a specific example.
What kind of key aspects makes it a
So-
steampunk?
Well, I think that if you look at 19th century fashion and you take the bits you like,
Okay.
so for instance, steampunk is notorious for corsets outside of your garments, so you can like do a corseted look. So let's say you wanted to do steampunk Wonder Woman. You would take some of that feature of the main part of her jumpsuit, you'd turn it into a corset.
Okay.
You'd take the sort of color story of Wonder Woman, you would transfer that into like your bolero or your bodice, your corset. You do a hat. Like hats are a very key steampunk feature. They just
I love hats.
right. They make you feel a little bit like you're in the 19th century, and we all love hats in steampunk
Yeah.
or horns.
Had to have
Yes.
something on your head, right?
Yes.
And like, there's a joke that we all laugh about it in group that you have to glue some gears on it and call it steampunk. But really, you don't have to. You can have gears though. You
Okay,
could like
gears are optional.
they're
Yes.
optional, but you could use them as like, well, Wonder Woman's, cuffs now are like mechanical. They
Okay.
have gears. You could like lean into the sort of mad science of it all.
All right. Well, how would you style her invisible jet?
Oh, listen, it's obviously an invisible airship, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that
it
must
could-
be easy.
Right, it can be anything you want because steampunk is also about playtime.
Yeah.
So it's a very, play forward experience. We love our improv. I'd say it's like LARP adjacent, but we
Okay.
don't have roles. We don't have like rules we have to follow. We're not tossing any dice. I mean, some of us like
Absolutely.
shiny math rocks.
I toss
Yes.
dice.
Right, I'm very keen on dice, but
Yes.
we could just do what we want, make up
Okay.
our own titles.
So really
and
heavy
go.
on the play, on
Absolutely.
the cause and the
Absolutely.
play. Yeah.
Yes.
And the best part of a mashup with steampunk, you don't have to follow all the rules. You're not
Mm-hmm.
being exactly true to the costume of the character. My friend and I yesterday were cosplaying Genshin Impact characters. I did
Okay.
Hu Tao.
Yeah.
And I had a top hat, but it was a steampunk top hat with the image on the front and a little bit of flowers. But there was a lot that was not. I had a huge hoop skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Hu Tao is not a hoop skirt.
Okay, so here's a question I didn't prep you guys for, but what is the one like steampunk crossover that you haven't seen that you want to see?
Oh,
So I'll
that's a good
let you
question.
guys think about it for a little bit. But again, if you're just joining us, we are live on Mercury here at Tucson Comic Con 2025. Quick shout out while I give you guys some time to think about it. We are doing a Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway, so be sure to buy your raffle tickets, $3 for a ticket or $10 for 25. Now, time is up. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to
Okay.
go first?
I'm going to go with most popular right now, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
How can you
Yeah.
not? There's
Good
so
idea.
much opportunity there for some amazing
That's
costuming.
true, and I have a Zoe in the works. I do, but it's just canon Zoe.
Oh,
but that would be fun. Okay, yeah. Who specifically would you think of?
Saja.
Sasha. Okay, all right, sounds
So
good.
dapper.
He is super. Oh yeah, you're right. And the hat that he
Right.
wears in the very
Yes.
beginning,
Yeah.
like in demon form.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that really like steampunked up.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. What about you?
I'm still trying to think of a good
Okay.
example.
All right. So I would love to see Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Right.
Oh,
I
That'd be
really.
cool.
I love it when people think beyond the Isles of Albion, of the United Kingdom, outside of Europe, and I'm obsessed with Black Panther anyway. I just love the story of the character and the property entirely. I'm like, look, there's a lot of wild science happening in Wakanda.
Yeah.
What was it doing in the 19th century? Let's go. Steampunk.
Oh,
right?
yeah, and it's crazy because you think you've seen it all, but I don't think I've seen. Well, definitely not. K-pop's too new.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think I've seen that one either.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah. How about you?
Love to see like a steampunk version of some of my favorite books. Actually.
Okay.
So some of my favorite book characters, they take place in kind of like a medieval time period. I would love to see a steampunk version of those.
Okay.
Like
So-
Alana.
Yes, Alana is
Oh.
exactly who I was thinking of.
all right. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think I would probably like to see, and maybe it's done, but like a Fallout steampunk.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Oh.
I think would be really easy because Fallout alone, there's no rules in Fallout. You just got to make something look dirty. No, I'm just kidding. But to like steampunk it up, and I don't know if you guys have played, but obviously a lot of the games take place way far in the future past the actual Fallout. But yeah, it would be interesting to see what it would be like during the steampunk times, I
Right.
think.
I mean, the 19th century, they were not concerned with OSHA violations.
No.
No.
They were like, can we put arsenic in it? Great.
Yeah.
So, like, if they'd
You gotta
had the
have that
ability
green.
for nuclear holocaust, they would have done it. And they would have been like,
Yeah.
it's profitable, let's go.
There you go.
So I think that would really play well in 19th century sort of steampunk vibes.
Awesome. I think yours is my favorite though, because I
Aw.
know everyone is into K-pop right now. It is
Absolutely.
huge. If you do a K-pop steampunk out there, guys, let us know. We want to see it.
That would be really cool.
Absolutely. And so I do see this beautiful ribbon that you have on your dress, and I want to
this-
make sure that we touch on that before we wrap up. Yeah. What is this from?
So I just got back from WorldCon in Seattle, and I won Best in Show for construction at the Masquerade, and I'm very
Lovely.
proud. I won it in this frock.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is my big masterwork, and it was so overwhelming and amazing to walk that stage with such incredible costumers.
Yes.
And I'm still incredibly chuffed that I got this award. And my friends all made me wear my ribbon today.
Yeah, why not? Like,
Yes.
I
Are
mean,
you
you could
surprised?
wear it in your kitchen, but you could also wear it out here.
It's so lovely. I'm just sort of still floating because it wasn't that
Yeah.
long ago, but it was an incredible experience.
And this is a gorgeous outfit. I don't know if it's easy to see on the screen. It's Dupioni silk, it looks
It
like.
is
And
Dupioni.
it's lots of rhinestones.
Right, so many
So
rhinestones.
Gorgeous. Do you have a name for this outfit?
Yes, this is my fire dragon.
Fire
Right,
dragon.
yeah.
It's gorgeous.
So both my best friend, whom I perform with, the Grand Arbiter, and I were born in a year of the dragon, and we were
Okay.
like, let's do it. Let's be dragons. And so, yeah, we did this like ombre situation. I'm very pleased.
It is
Yeah.
amazing, amazing.
Thank you.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. But I want to make sure that everyone knows where to follow you. So, what are your socials? Where can people follow you?
Sure. Steampunk Lady Scientists on Facebook is the best way to find us.
Yeah.
Sarah Blade Creations, SEREBLADE Creations, and I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Cool.
And I'm voracious, so you can find me as Madam Askew on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
LinkedIn.
Twitch, LinkedIn. It's true. I also have a website, madamaskew.com. I want to be very easily findable, and I'm lazy, so I just use the same handle everywhere.
That's fine.
And I love being on Twitch. Twitch is really fun. I'm
Awesome.
there.
So, what do you do on Twitch?
Oh, every Tuesday night, I do an Ask Me Anything sewing time.
Awesome. Well, there
Yeah.
you go. And you did say that you guys offer sewing classes online and a couple other things.
Yes.
Yeah, mention those as well in case
Right.
anyone's interested.
So I do virtual classes about twice a year. I do big classes, and then we set up like some little like one-off special workshops
Okay.
throughout the year. We announce them usually in our Discord, and I highly recommend joining the Discord.
Yeah, and so how can they find the Tucson Steampunk Society?
All right. Well, the Tucson Steampunk Society is at that handle on Facebook and Instagram, and we have a website. But also, if you go to the Madam Askew information anywhere, I have a link tree, and you can just scroll down, and it has all the TSS, the Tucson Steampunk Society handles.
Yeah, and be sure to join the Discord, you said, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Discord's the place. We have the
That is the
Steampunk
place.
community Discord. It's really more of the weird time-traveling gremlins who like costumes and cheeky nonsense Discord.
Oh, okay.
We're voracious, but
Yes.
we love to talk costuming, and we love to help people get started.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. If you're watching, again, we are live from Tucson Comic-Con 2025. You can still get your tickets to check these guys out at their booth, the Tucson Steampunk Society. Again, this is Jinx from Cost Talk Live for Mercury here at Age of Radio and Geek Collective. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you soon with the next thing. Bye, guys.